Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another show, Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction, the channel for United and football fans. Welcome to the biggest and best fan channel in the United States. Happy Friday. Today is our Friday, end of the week. We got a lot of weekly updates to get on with you two guys today. So let's get right into it. While you're watching, don't forget to smash a like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on all the social media platforms. Right. Just before we came out here today, we got some news that Bayern Munich are actually interested in Ten Hag. Are we surprised? Even though over the week we've been hearing rumors that Ten Hag, Tuchel is being linked to the Ten Hag position. So it looks like a direct swap. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think Ten Hag is a good fit for Bremen? Don't forget he was at Bremen before, and in the B team, I think it was the second team he was where he started out. So he does have links to the German league and understands the league and the system and the players. But um, Bayern Munich wanting to Eric Ten Hag is wow, that we didn't see that coming. But what are your thoughts? Drop your comments. Tell us what you think about Tuchel to United and Eric Ten Hag. This is from a reliable source in Germany saying they are looking, Bayern Munich are looking at Ten Hag, looking at the United situation very carefully. So we don't know what to say, we don't know what to think, but we'll just have to take it with a grain of salt and see how it goes. Right, our other story we wanted to cover, which also broke down today, was Jadon Sancho saying he does not want to return to United. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. He seems to be very comfortable in Borussia Dortmund. And I've had a lot of polls I put out this week. And, Borussia Dortmund had a draw with PSG. I think they beat PSG 1-0. And he did some magic down the right wing. And just that one game, everyone is saying, oh, he needs to come back to United. He's so good. No, no, no. People, you need to calm the fuck down. I'll tell you one thing, right? One performance doesn't judge a player. Like Ronaldo and Keane say, what you did last week doesn't matter this week. It's what you do this week at 3 o'clock when you cross that white line that matters. So what Sancho did during Champions League, oh, he was the man of the match. I saw him giggling and having a laugh and a giggle with Schmeichel and Jamie Carragher, and he said, he really wants to focus. He wants to get. They say, yo, you're the man of the match, and blah blah blah. The studio audience, Henri said he was great, and you could see he was laughing and giggling, trying to. But end of the day, right? Let's put it as it is. I honestly think, and I could bet my bottom dollar or my bottom pound, he is not fit or good enough for the EPL. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he could. I don't think he could handle the pressure being a Manchester United player. The English league is very physical. You don't forget, in Dortmund, there's not a lot of expectation from him. But at Man United, the pressure is microscopically zoomed in and amplified to a very high level. So, excuse me, the pressure at United and in England is going to be more. I don't think he can handle it. I just don't think he can hack it. So he's going to take the easy option out and just stay in Germany and be happy. It helps his mental health. This was covered by a journalist called Patrick Berger in Germany saying Sancho says he's happy. He doesn't think even if Ten Hag is sacked, he doesn't want to come back. So he's happy where he is. It's like a big fish in a small pond. But now he's now a big fish in a small pond. But meanwhile, he was a small fish in a big pond in United and at the EPL. So I think in that instance, it's obvious he doesn't want to come back. I don't think any fan is surprised with this outcome. But a lot of fans after that Champions League game against PSG are bloody losing their knives and getting their knickers in a twist, saying, oh, look how great he is. He's world class. Mate, please. We had him for 2.5 years. I did not see any performance like that. The fact of the matter, he's just not good enough. He's overhyped, overrated, inconsistent, and consistently inconsistent. That's my take on that. What he did in Dortmund, he can't replicate it in Premier League because the league is too fast. The pressure of being a Man United player is too much. He can't handle it. He just cannot handle it. So Man United probably going to have another loan deal or sell him for 40 million. And this is a guy we chased for 2 years. We chased him for 2 years, got him. He didn't deliver. I could count on one hand how many games he actually delivered. And I'm telling you now, they're not far. They're not a lot at all, mate. They're not a lot at all. But we digress and we move on. Apparently, Gary Neville, ex-United legend, ex-United player, United legend, who runs that show Overlap on Sky Sports Pundit, apparently interviewed Eric Ten Hag and has changed his tune. Apparently, over the weeks, he's been hard on United, that, it's time for change. But now, after sitting down with Eric Ten Hag, he says he thinks Eric Ten Hag says he's had a lot of injuries. He's had to have 40 combinations of centre backs this season. He's had loads of injuries. He didn't get the players he wanted. So I think Gary Neville has now joined the pro Ten Hag in. Keep him in. Let's see him under this Ineos, which is what one of our contributors on the channel, the controversial one, has said that it does make sense getting rid of him. The project is never completed. We get rid and start a new project. So I would say, put this structure in place. Because when we had this debate on this channel, you could go back and watch our podcast. It is divided. The UK crew, Mr. Fortress, the Smiley one, they all think Ten Hag should leave. But Mr. Positive, the controversial one, all think Ten Hag should be given a chance to work in this new Ineos system. That's what I think. That's what I believe, and I think that will make more sense. Whereby he's giving the right players, putting the right system and the right structure. Then, if that fails, then he'll be on your bike, have another day, and a bag of chips. But moving on, I think Gary Neville has said he's now said Eric Ten Hag should be allowed to stay. So if you guys don't know, Gary Neville's part of the redevelopment of Old Trafford plan around Old Trafford with Jim Radcliffe. So he's quite close buddies with Jim Radcliffe. All that malarking shenanigans going on behind the scenes. Maybe he's probably got some wind of it that they literally do want him to stay. And I haven't watched the interview, but my sources and my members of the correspondents on this channel have said that he didn't go all guns blazing at Eric Ten Hag. He listened to him and understood that this guy has had his hands tied in terms of injuries. He's not had the right players. He doesn't have the right structure. He hasn't got the right support. So yeah. So we'll just have to wait to see. But other than that, that's the news we've been breaking. Ten Hag being wanted by Bayern Munich. Sancho saying he doesn't want to come back, but who bloody cares about Sancho? I think Ineos won't even take him back because of the baggage. I think Ineos want to just have a clean slate, make their own name for themselves. Write their own history. Make their own destiny in Man United's history books, as in bringing their own players and get rid of the load of junk that we have. We have a lot of quantity and not a lot of quality. So we'll see. I think Mason Greenwood's not coming back. I don't think Sancho's coming back. I think those guys are both done and dusted. I think to me, I think it's both goodbye and good night. Have a lovely day and a bag of chips. Other than that, I think United have to be ready for the game. We've got Crystal Palace on Monday. It's been such a long time United have played on a Monday night. So we've got Crystal Palace on Monday. Then the big game on Sunday against Arsenal. If Arsenal want to win the league title, they got to beat us. I don't think we need to put up a fight. I think if it comes to us allowing Arsenal to win the title, I don't give a damn. I'm at that point. I don't want City to win the title. I know Liverpool can't win it anymore, so that's good news. But between Arsenal and Manchester City, as a United fan, I would prefer Arsenal, even though it's North and South divide. People say, "Oh, it's your local team in Manchester." Fuck Manchester City. I don't give a shit about that team. That team's full of shit. That team was rebooted in 2008. This was a team that didn't even literally exist to 2008. Now they want to be, think they're the big dogs. No, big dogs. They're just a package dog, So anyway, if I did a poll, 80% of United fans, not only ones in London, in United States, in Africa, in Asia, still prefer Arsenal to win the league title for this season only than Manchester City. But there's a 20% who feel Arsenal, Man City should win the league title because it's a Manchester team. Who thinks that? It's like a Man United and Everton. You say Everton should win the league title. No, if you know rivalry and hatred and history and the combats, the wars that were fought between these two teams, I can't support Manchester City. It can't happen. Not in my lifetime. I can't support Liverpool either. I respect Liverpool. I probably respect Man City, but am I gonna go and get a blue scarf? Not gonna happen. Am I gonna get a Liverpool scarf? Never walk alone? Never. Ain't gonna happen, mate. But on that note, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, hit your comments, and please push us and help us get to 4K. We're getting closer. Thank you for all the subscriptions you guys are. We're really getting close. So thank you very much. Keep subscribing, keep sharing. And I'll see you guys on Saturday or Sunday for the podcast where we talk about other things affecting Manchester United. From me, it's goodbye and good night. Have a nice day.